watching Umami.
Oh, hold on. I think my mic is, oh, it is working. Okay. All right, guys, and everyone, how are you guys doing? I'm going to be going through the entries on the art competition that was being hosted on the Discord. It was a kind of like a small contest. We didn't really announce it. It just kind of happened. So, but I'm going to be going through the entries now. And I don't think there was like a prize, but I'm going to give out a prize. So the prize is basically anything from the merch store. So it's going to be one prize this time. So I guess I'll just talk with you guys for a bit, and then I'll get going with the competition here. I've been working on Interface episode 23 pretty much every day since the last one came out, because I want these episodes to come out kind of in a timely fashion, and this last one, episode 23, is going to be quite it's long, and it's going to explain a lot, and it's anyway. How do you join the Discord? There should be a link in the description of this video. If not, go to any one of my animations and scroll down in the description, and you'll see a link to the Discord. I think if you go to the About page, you'll also find a link there. And I can just paste a link right now. So this one will never expire. Nils Roshik, I'm not sure if I said that right. Could you explain to me what your channel is about? I am a bit confused. It's just basically, I just upload animations. They're just kind of parodies or satirical animations about things like companies or animations. But I also started my own web series that's called Interface. So you'll see, if you go to the channel, there's a bunch of just random videos, like the Soup Sun videos, but you'll see like Interface episode, etc. And that's part of my web series that I've been doing. Question: how did you transition from your day job to doing what you do now? Well, before I did this, I was freelancing as a video editor, so I sort of did that for a while, and it was working out okay. I was able to survive off of that. And before that, I was a video editor for a big company, and then I got laid off. So while I was freelancing, video editing for companies here in Montreal, I decided to start animating. And then it just kind of slowly took over as it became more successful than my freelance work. So that's kind of the way I did it. All right, so I'm going to go through the contest entries now, and then I'll go back into drawing stuff for the next episode.
Hi.
Oh, and Carolina's here too. We can crouch down and say hello.
Hi.
Carolina's been helping me with a lot of the animation stuff too recently, actually. So, all right. So you guys can see the screen over here, right? Okay. I'm gonna go through the entries. So the contest was to, using any characters, have them participate in a winter barbecue. That was basically the art competition. So I'm gonna start going through them now. First one's from Chungus. And I'll see if I can make this bigger for you. It says, Is it hot in here or is it just me? I look a little rare. Make sure to cook mine medium, Henrik. So it looks like Mischief is being a meatball.
Cannibalizing himself.
And he's being grilled. We got Henrik down here. And Mischief, he's also, I guess, at the barbecue. Well,
Yeah, he's gonna eat himself.
This is an interesting perspective. Henrik is like looking at Mischief on the picnic table while barbecuing above his head.
Yeah.
And
look at his finger. It's really skinny.
I like it. I don't know what this red thing is back here, but it looks like, I don't know exactly. Like a finger maybe. And then we got the octopus chef over here.
Point is, Mischief is making a salad. Eats healthy.
Here, if anyone wants to join the Discord, you can go here. There's a link. So the next entry, I'm going to go... so thank you, Chungus, for that. It was very nice. The next one's from Raveyard. And this looks like a marshmallow Mischief being roasted on an open fire. And he looks pretty happy to be roasted. The fire, not exactly, that's an interesting texture, but
yeah,
it's like
on there?
I'm not quite sure what that is. Looks like a strange pattern, but very interesting art style.
It's supposed to be coals.
Thank you, Raveyard. Next entry is from Nebile, or Nebile. We got says Happy Holidays. We got Mischief and Henrik and the Octopus Chef, and the octopus is...
Mischief is thick.
Yeah, it looks like Mischief put on some weight there. Looks like he's drinking some Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Hipster.
He's a hipster.
Freaking hipster.
And Henrik's looking quite festive there. Very nice drawing from Nebile. Next one is from Sheena. And it's this one, it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's warm, she is here. Very nice lighting. We got the octopus chef. Looks like he's being eaten by Mischief though. On the barbecue. So and some details down here. There's like a little spatula, some footsteps, and Mischief's looking quite handsome.
Static snow.
And the snow is looks very nice. So yeah, that's a cool one. Nice job, Sheena.
Everyone's just yelling compliments at you. No one cares.
Hey guys, I'll read the chat after I go through these entries. Don't worry.
People put effort in. No one cares.
This one is from Aurora. And I'll open this one up. Oh.
Yeah, that was a Chad chin.
Yeah. Henrik on the barbecue wearing his pink version of his suit. Octopus Chef in the background. I really like how Alfonso managed to get stuck again. Only this time he's in a tub of like Burger King grease or something. I don't really know. It's like a Burger King like grease bucket or something. He's stuck in there. Yeah, and then we got the new character down here.
Pizza Child.
Pizza Child. He's got his fanny pack. It's a good
Ew.
detail. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, so this is one very wintry landscape. Nice.
Winter barbecue.
Yeah, it's very wintry barbecued. All right, so next entry is
Hunter White. Yeah, that's his real name.
the next one is from Jaquetto. I'm not Mexican.
Pretty sure he's Mexican.
This looks like a King of the Hill
Dude.
parody.
Boomer.
And we gotta look at these characters up close. Hold on.
He's just had to zoom in.
Uh,
Oh my god, Henrik's face is terrifying. What is happening with his eyes?
wow.
I didn't even notice
That's
before.
he really looks like King of the. He looks like Hank there for sure.
He's like a Flanders Hank Henrik.
I guess Mischief is Dale. Looks like into conspiracy theories and stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he is a conspiracy theory.
That's how it works.
And Boomhauer is the clown.
Dude, I love Boomhauer. That's my energy
Yeah,
right there.
it's a good one.
Me muttering stuff in the corner no one cares about.
And oh, well, it's Barry. Barry.
It's just Barry.
He fits the Dale character
Barry.
very well.
Barry. Zuckerberg is just back there.
Oh yeah, and of course, Zuckerberg frying up some meats that's like 7,000 degrees because it's burning the crap out of everything. Yeah, so I like this. Jaquetto, nice job. Very funny stuff. The next entry is from Seamus.
That boy ain't right.
This one is this one's got a lot of detail to it.
Dude,
Looks like
what the fuck? Look at it. Zuckerberg's face.
yeah. So as you can see, I'll zoom in a bit. You can see Zuckerberg over here, looking quite happy with himself. Mischief looking.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah,
What?
that's quite good. That's
He's inside of the snowman.
yeah. Alfonso got stuck within the snowman.
You can tell I haven't looked at these yet until now.
Henrik's over here enjoying an
Henrik's
apple.
very squashed.
Ronald
Henrik needs a
McDonald.
chiropractor.
All the characters are here. It looks like the frog is being consumed by the ghost. We got Soup Sun coming out, and I like this very enjoyable Mischief with his. He's very much enjoying the noodles there. And also the
There's a
background.
person in the window.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Maybe
Probably Pizza Child.
and the chef here is offering a whole platter of burgers.
I don't know. This one wins for me just because Alfonso is inside of a snowman.
It is very detailed. This is quite a nice drawing, I gotta admit. Seamus always does a very
Yeah,
detailed
Seamus,
job.
stop it. Make it impossible for anyone.
I like how Mischief's also like looping in the background, like really far away.
Yeah.
And this is for
What is this? Accurate?
this is like accurate to Montreal because these buildings I recognize.
Get out of here, Seamus.
This is the Dominion building in Montreal, I think. This one is the Grand Basilica. I
Yeah,
think that's what it's called.
probably.
These look like old port buildings. I'm not really sure which ones, and not really sure about this part, but it looks like Montreal. So that's pretty cool.
What, the burgers?
The burgers? No, this building back here. So nice job, Seamus. Next one is from Father Cholesterol. Looks like
Oh my god, I broke out of prison for this. What is happening with its eyes?
this is the this is reference to the Burgers are animation I made a long time ago. Stealing the Burger King hat and Mark Zuckerberg right next to him, looking very pleased again. So this is nice. Very nice job. Very painterly. I like it. So that's it. I guess at this point I'm supposed to make like a PowerPoint, but I didn't do a PowerPoint this time. I already know which one I chose as the winner. I mean, honestly, a lot of these are amazing. But the one that I decided to go with today was from Aurora, actually. I just kind of liked how... I just feel like the colors, they just seem to... They feel cohesive. It feels like a nice...
Sure, it's not because of Alfonso burger juice.
Well, it's I'd say it's 70% also because
Yeah.
Alfonso is stuck in a tub of burger juice. Yeah. So congratulations, Aurora. I will message you afterwards, and you can choose anything from the merch store, and I'll send it to you. And that's about it. So thank you, everyone who participated, and thank you to the mods again. I really do appreciate the help you guys do for organizing these things. Even though I'm not often able to spend too much time in the Discord because I'm always just animating and that sort of thing. So,
yeah, all the contests happen in the Discord, so you have to be in there. If you're interested.
I'm gonna check out the chat here for a bit before I move on.
Let's paste the link again.
Kyle, hey Kyle, thanks man. I appreciate the comment, and I do enjoy your animations too. I saw one of them a while ago.
I don't listen to me.
What did you say?
Just paste the link to the Discord.
I pasted it like 3 times already.
Yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago. It's gone.
Here's another link. Yeah, so community subtitles, people have been asking about that. That's because YouTube removed them. On the Discord, there's a channel called Subtitles. If you want to translate any of the episodes in there, you can find a Dropbox link, find the SRT file, but I would highly recommend that you check the episode first to see if it already has a subtitle in that language, because and honestly guys, I really prefer to just keep this with the interface stuff. I mean, unless I make a soup son video, because it actually does take a lot of my time now to upload these manually. I have to like download them and find the right file, click the right, it just takes forever, and I really wish YouTube didn't remove community subtitles, but I will be keeping on top of it. So for the interface ones, at least, you know, and any ones that get posted in the Discord, I will be posting them officially. I don't know why the FAQ keeps getting erased in my description. It's really freaking annoying. Hold on. Let me just... For fuck's sakes. Whatever. I'll, let's see here. Yeah, I'll just check the description of my old videos, my live streams, if you want the FAQ, and I'll update it again. I don't know why it keeps changing. I'm going to be moving on now to my animation. Yeah, so episode 23 is being worked on. It's about a third finished, I guess. Third of the animation's finished. That doesn't include sound recordings yet, so still got a ways to go. Hold on a second here.
And every time anybody had the experience of going into a past life, I was fortunate enough through Father to be able to let them experience it all the way through their death. So
Let's see here. I'm just gonna check something real quick.
was so happy when they made that step to the other side.
You know what? I think what I might do is I might stop using Restream and I might just stream directly to YouTube because it doesn't work anymore. It just keeps erasing my description and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to see the description, just refresh the stream and you'll see it in the description now. Okay. Umami should do an 80s, 90s car commercial parody. I got a lot of stuff I want to do. I want to do another Soup Sun video too, and I'm just going to wait until I finish interface because that's what I'm focusing on right now. Next year, once the interface stuff is done, I'm going to be working on some like kind of more like one-off bonus videos. So it might be things might get a little bit more comedic. I just right now my focus is interface because I want to release a soundtrack and stuff, and there's some other things going on, but that's basically the gist of it. Hey, Mammy, have you ever thought about making pants/PJs from the merch store? Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I've just been, I guess I should do it. I haven't, for some reason I have never made PJs and pants, even though they are possible for me to do. If you have any, like, anything you would recommend you would want on them, I could keep that in mind and try to do it for, like, the next thing I make. Because that's, I don't, for some reason I had never made PJs. Oh yeah, I got a new shirt that I designed this one. I don't know if you can see it. This just came in today actually. It's a new interface shirt I made. What's that? Let me see, I can't even see it on the screen. If I stand still. Yeah, we can see that. See? Yeah, pretty cool. I like how this one turned out nice and
I want to show my shirt.
Carolina got a shirt too.
I got a shirt. Look, everybody. Get out of the way.
You have to stand perfectly still. It's kind of hard to see. You get a little closer. Get in there. It's hard to see, but it's from the last episode. It's that blimp baby.
Babby being formed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those effects to obscure his face. He's too shy. That's the real reason those are there.
Yeah. Well, also I can do stuff like this. It just looks like fun.
It looks like fun.
Just Goose, thank you, man.
You want some tea?
Yeah, I'll have some tea. Okay, so this next shot is a, as you can see, it's an overhead shot of Henrik. And it's kind of like that shot from episode 9 where the yellow guy is like walking into the restaurant. But this time it's Henrik. And it might take a while. I'm going to be doing most of this in After Effects. I'm just drawing the base animations for it, I guess. Because there's going to be a long shadow, just like in this reference image I'm using. The top of his hat should be kind of like that. And I'm not even sure if this shot's going to look good, so if it doesn't look good, I'll just scrap it, but that's So far, I hadn't had to scrap any shot I started for episode 23. But sometimes when I do stuff that's a little bit more experimental, like this overhead shot, it doesn't always work out that well. But we'll see how it goes. I'd pay for a Greetings Robotic Blimp plush. You should add that to the list or something. Yeah, man, that would be cool. I might do that. I just have to consider, like, I know Mischief is very popular, and I know the Greetings Robotic Blimp would be cool. It's just that because I know I have like 200,000 subscribers, but it's still a small channel. Like when it comes to making custom merch and stuff like that, it's very basically I have to upfront the cost, and it's expensive to, and I would love to do a Greetings Robotic Blimp. That would be cool. I don't know though if like a plushie would be the best. Like maybe something more like a, you know how like you can like, I don't know if like a plastic thing would be good. I don't like making plastic stuff really, but like some sort of like model, like you can open it up. That'd be neat. Or like Lego, you can like build things with Lego, and I think with their new, I don't know, like their website, you can build a model and have all the.
Can I sit here? Maybe I'd be annoyed.
What's that?
Can I sit here?
You can sit there. It's fine.
How very much I've loved you. How very much I've tried my best to give you the good life.
Yeah, like some sort of like figuring. The thing is though, that stuff is like I'm literally just a guy in an apartment right now, so I'm not like a big toy manufacturing company. I don't have the means really to make a lot of this stuff. But maybe someday, who knows? Like, I don't know. Who knows what might happen, right? Okay, so I got Henrik down there. I could draw the back of his foot like he's walking away. And usually the opposite hand is swinging forward a bit, so it's like that. Okay, so I'm going to delete this reference image now. I'm in the wrong color space, which that's annoying sometimes when I do a drawing in the wrong color space, because it doesn't actually shift the colors properly when I switch it. Can you tell us what inspired interface? Well, I get asked this question a lot, but basically, I drew a webcomic a long time ago. It's available. People can see. It's only 1 page long, and it's just Mischief and Henrik. It's like the first episode. And when I started Interface, I wasn't really expecting it to become this big, huge project. I was just kind of experimenting with animation at the time. And I thought maybe it might be like 6 episodes long or something, and I might just do something silly with it, but then I decided to change the direction around episode 3, and it became this big sort of thing, kind of over time. Okay. So in this shot, actually, the lighting comes, like the sun is pointing this direction, And in the other shots, I have, well, really, this portion of his body should be in shadows. Even his hand, really, but I'm not going to go that far. Just kind of like that. Thanks, Carolina. Put a little bit of a highlight there. An oof for an oof. Karaoke stream when, hey. Thank you, an oof for an oof. We appreciate that. Bass Boy Low G. Seeing a SpaceX starship styled for Greens Robotics would be something cool to see in the future. Just throwing the idea out there. Hey, Bass Boy Low G, thank you very much. I started an animation about SpaceX, and I haven't been able to finish it yet, but
You're saying that Elon Musk is supposed to make a spaceship that looks like a baby?
send him a design ideas. Just send him.
Yeah, you should. You should be like the customer service guy, and send him horrible designs for rockets.
Just send him his exact design, but have his big baby face on the end of it. Is this good? Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a animation about SpaceX. I'm gonna wait until I finish interface, so it might be in the summer by the time I get that one finished. Fortunately, you have to wait a bit for that one. Okay, so there's my interactive from above. Oh god. For some reason when I zoom in too far, it lags the computer. Oh. Okay.
Well, number one.
Okay. Let's see here. What else are you guys saying? Hey man, I can't talk about that sort of stuff on here until it's like YouTube approved, so. Octane Weasel. Hey man, Octane Weasel, thank you very much for that. That's very generous of you. Thank you. 16, do you ever put Easter eggs in the interface videos? Oh, totally. There's actually a lot of them, and some of them haven't been discovered yet. And let me think. What was the last one I put in there? Oh, there's tons of them. I'm not gonna like give them away though. I mean, that's kind of like sometimes people discover them. Sometimes people discover them like a year later. And they're not just like codes. Like sometimes it's not just like a hex code or something. There's like always I'm trying to figure out like new ways to put in like hidden things, and sometimes they're just like too abstract and like no one notices it, but I don't know. Lucky Naya, please tell me more about McFellin. How was it made? The music is great. What inspired it? Well, first of all, thank you for the super chat, Lucky Naya. McFellin was the third animation I made for this channel, and I was still experimenting with animation. And because, well, as you can see, I'm using Photoshop, and I should probably save this. Hold on. As you can see, I already have a lot of stuff done for episode 23. It's gonna be a long episode. And back then when I started the channel, I was kind of looking for ways to promote my music, which is under the name Hex System. And so I made those animations with my music, which already existed, as a way to promote my music, and I guess that's kind of what. And I think after that, that's when I started Interface. So that's, I don't really know exactly why I drew the McDonald's characters. It just kind of thought it was funny back then. But now I'm pretty much decided I'm going to be doing 100% original stuff, unless I'm drawing like a public figure or a public company like SpaceX or something, or Zuckerberg, because yeah.
Don't you back manufacture things?
I'm not. Oh, yeah, Adrian, thank you for that. Yeah, those are all the programs I use. Morora. Hey, thank you for the comment. Have you ever tried Illustrator? Lish the fish. I've used Illustrator to design things like logos before. I actually find I don't like using vector tools. Like, I don't like splines, and I don't like, even in Photoshop, I just prefer to just draw it. I think that if I were to use Illustrator, a lot of animators use Illustrator to do like characters, and then they animate it in After Effects, and then they have like nice crisp lines because you can use the vectorized lines in After Effects. That would, if I wasn't doing pixel art, but I find that it leads to having kind of a flattish style because you're limited in terms, like if I wanted to just rotate him, I can just draw it. I don't know. You can do that in Illustrator too. I prefer vectorized stuff rather than not vectorized. Sorry, rasterized for animation. Hey, C Doc, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. You guys, very kind. Do you use satanic imagery for symbolism? I wouldn't say I really use satanic imagery. I use, let me just turn off this color layer for a second. I use references to imagery that, like a lot of religious stuff, but not from any particular one religion. There's a lot of Christianity involved, but there's also some Hinduism, and there's non-religion stuff, I guess, like Shinto religion, and well, there's just a lot of. What the idea is that I'm using stuff that's kind of embedded in the psyche of people, like symbols, not necessarily religion, if that makes any sense, because it's more of a universal imagery to use symbols rather than just. But religious imagery also has a lot of symbolism in it, so that's partially why there's religious. And there's some. I would say there's some. I mean, obviously, design of mischief and stuff, and some of the painting references I use are that would mix. But I don't like really specifically use Satanism so much, because I find that a lot of the Satanism imagery is kind of constructed in the past in the 20th century, and it's not really that old. From what I mean, there's like a lot of it from what we've seen. There's more stuff that's, I'm kind of rambling here, but I'm trying to use stuff that's a little bit older, I guess, more like. Can you add a phone case for iPhone 12? I think that's up to Teespring. I don't think they have that yet, so I can't do that yet until they add it on their end. So I think the iPhone 12 just came out. How would I be able to describe the interface in one sentence? I wouldn't be able to really. It's kind of a confusing web series, so I guess that would describe it, a confusing web series. At this point, his other hand will be coming forward, but oh, what's that noise? Browse? No, I didn't really think I'd be doing it for like 3 or 4 years. I think it's been 3 years now, which is kind of why I want to conclude the storyline, because I feel like I need to move to another project at this point, and I feel like the storyline needs to start making sense for people, if that makes any sense. It needs to it can't just be a web series that's confusing and makes no sense and has all these random words and stuff. Like, it has to have a meaning, and I think in the next episode it will become a lot more clear what the purpose of interface is, and I mean, it's not going to just explain everything, but it will be it will feel more like a satisfying story, I guess. It has to have some structure, you know. The next thing I do, if I were to make another series, it would probably be a little bit less ambiguous, because I know that's why some people love interfaces, because it is ambiguous, but it's really hard to it's hard to to get, like, a lot of people aren't into that stuff, so I have to strike a balance between being ambiguous and not just being confusing, you know. That's the hardest thing having to do. It won't be less ambitious. It'll be a little bit, maybe a little bit ambiguous. I don't know. Maybe it might be even more confusing than the next thing. I might just get even more abstract, and it might just turn into complete confusion. I don't really know. Okay, his foot is coming out completely out of left field. I don't know why I drew it up there. I had to erase that. Really?
I don't believe you that you're gonna be more organized and structured. That's me. You look abstract all over the place.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay, his foot should actually come up here. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Does this make sense? This doesn't look like a walk cycle to me. He's like upside down. I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. His foot goes like that, and then I think that makes sense. Right, so we go like this, and then it goes backwards. That, and then... Oh, I know what's wrong. He has to lurch forward. Like, he can't just... I think the last time I did this, he wasn't lurching forward when he walked. He just kind of looked like he was floating, and his legs were just going like this. And that's what's throwing me off right now, because when you walk, you actually do lurch forward a little bit. It's not like a smooth walk. Like no one walks like this. You walk more like, if that makes any sense. Gabriel, what are the setups for the PSD files that you animate with? Well, one thing is to make sure you're always using the same color space, and you can do that here in Assign Profile. Next thing is I use the pencil tool, not the brush tool, because it creates hard pixels. And when you erase, make sure you're using the pencil mode so that it doesn't make blurry pixels when you erase. And I use 640 by 480, but it doesn't really matter. You can use anything you want. And sometimes I use widescreen format, so it's not 640 by 480. It's like 850 by 480, and that's about it. And I upscale it in After Effects afterwards with the nearest neighbor turned on. Maintaining the sharp pixels has been the hardest thing I have ever had to do when it comes to video work, because a lot of programs by default they want to blur everything, and like pixel tools are being phased out. Like, luckily in After Effects you can change to 8-bit mode and it helps a little bit, but yeah, you should move the shoulders and the legs. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna fix him because it's not right. Something ain't right with this. Oh, the frame rate is also wrong. It should be 15 because that's what I use. It's 15 but double framed on 2s, so it's actually 7.5 for his walk cycle. Okay, so I think at this frame you should lurch forward a bit. Actually, that's wrong. And this is really tricky. You know, it probably doesn't even matter that much because this shot is it's supposed to be a wide, like a really wide shot, and it's going to zoom out a bit, so you probably won't notice. Let me just do the walk cycle first and I'll fix it. Yeah, I mean, really, that's not so bad. Now I'm just gonna make his shoulders move a bit and make sure his hand comes out a bit too. Right. Sometimes I draw stuff and I realize like I'm spending too much time making something look exactly how it should look, but I forget that I'm making a pixelated animation and it doesn't have to look exactly correct. But sometimes like this, I feel like his shoulders are a little bit too stiff, so it kind of looks like a... Anyway, so I'll figure that out. Let's see. Foot goes up, his hand... Okay. See, this is actually, I feel like his hand is coming out. At the wrong time. I think your hand is, when you're walking forward, your foot. Okay, then I think that's right. Okay, but here's the thing. I think you wouldn't actually see his foot that much coming in front of him. That's what's throwing me off. Because he's sort of at, it's not 100% top-down view. There, that's a little bit better. This is a lot of trial and error for me because I'm not really trained animator, so let me just color this in, see how it looks. Hey, BTM movie 79 or 78, thank you. Love the soundtrack. Hey, Chris Purlin, thank you. What inspired this cerebral electricity? To me, the cerebral electricity is kind of just like stuff we don't really know yet. Like it represents like, you know, it's not black. It's not like dark matter, you know, but it's kind of like there's more to the world than we currently know. And that's kind of like a representation of that, I suppose. See, most of the movement will be seen in his shadow, which will be over here. That's what is more important, I think, to get accurate, because you're actually going to see arms and stuff move.
Yeah. I agree.
For those who are speaking in Russian, I don't speak Russian, unfortunately. Choco latte. What do you think subsequent streams will be about when you finish interface? Will probably just be like me working on bonus videos. Once the interface is done, I still have a ton of work to do. I need to make the album art for the back. I need to get the vinyls made, CDs made. I need to make a compilation of all the episodes, put it on Blu-ray and stuff. Also upload it to the channel. Thank you, Kobe. Red Durn, thank you too. Sorry, some of these chats are delayed here. Garlic beans, garlic beans. Dano Jojo. It's I do a lot of the base animations in Photoshop. It's not all done in Photoshop. But yeah, this stuff is let's see, okay. I don't really like this portion here. Alright. I'm gonna start changing the shoulders around. There, okay, I think that looks okay. Except for this little... Yeah, that's not so bad. Now I just need to fix the shoulders, I think it'll be good. So I'll save that. Merge these all down. Dawn Sparkle, there's going to be episode 23, which is the one I'm working on now, and it's going to be episode 24. And then that's going to be that's going to be the final episode of Interface. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'll stop, like there might be like episodes with Mischief in it in the future that aren't Interface related, you know, I just, the storyline will wrap up, and so I'm not, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop animating, I'm just for Interface, you know. Try something else for a change, because it's been like 2.5 years, almost maybe 3 years. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, so now I think the shoulders might look a little bit more natural already. Okay. But then should also shrink down a bit on this side.
GTA 2 stream, doesn't it?
It looks like a GTA 2, doesn't it?
And the cop symbol in the corner and the tank below.
Yeah. I just need him to get run over by a cop, and then it just says wasted. I wish they should still have that in the new GTA when you die. It's that guy being like wasted. They removed it.
They removed all the fun stuff out of games. All serious now.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Now I'll just add some variation to his hat, like it's kind of shimmering in the light. Hey, will you mix all episodes for a full movie, like you did with part 1? I will put episodes 13 to 24 together. Make part 2 compilation on YouTube. And then I'll put all the episodes together and put it on a Blu-ray, but I won't put like the full thing on YouTube because then it's like I'm like then I'll have like part 1 and part 2 and then the full thing plus all the episodes. It's just too much of the same thing. But the Blu-ray will be like the full length thing, full length thing. Jacob, just want to pop in. Hey, thank you, Jacob. Hey, Crab Lord, what's going on? Golden, thank you for that. Yeah, once I have it all, I'll make a compilation of the full thing for sure. It's gonna be like as long as a movie almost. I think it's gonna be maybe even. It's gonna be over 90 minutes. It's be like, might be like 110. I don't really count up the minutes yet, but. Okay, so there's my walk cycle from above. Now let's see if I can make the shadows without issues. Oh, it's gonna be kind of tricky, I think. Massive head. Really, the brim of his hat would not be very thin. Be more like that, wouldn't it? Slender Man, Henrik. Martinez, I'm your fan from Mexico. Hey, man. How you doing? Yakin or Yakin? This is there's 2 episodes left, and this is the second last one, so it's getting close. I have to give him a little nose. Probably give him a chin too. Some hair. I don't know if that looks right. That looks like he gets too skinny. He kind of looks like Squidward. Henrik's shadow looks like Gulab. He looks a little silly, I think. He needs more like a beefy shoulder or something. And his pants are like...
It looks like he has a big booty and tiny shoulders right now.
Big booty and tiny shoulders.
Oh, it's shadow?
Yeah, it's his shadow.
Mm. Yeah, his shoulders are way too tiny.
He doesn't really swing his arms that much when he walks, but definitely more than they are in the shadow. I don't know if that looks weird or not. It's hard to say. Sometimes I just need to like find a reference of a shadow. You You guys, you know that that picture of Squidward when he like painted himself? No, Squidward painting. Hold on. Yeah. This is what his shadow looks like. His shadow looks like that. So maybe I should try typing in like just get an idea of what a shadow should look like, you know?
Woodrick.
So you look at their heads. Their heads are very elongated. And I feel like my head is not elongated enough, perhaps. So let's try that. First of all, I'll just take it and well, let's see here. Whoa, his hat is massive all of a sudden. And so is his head. But maybe that looks a little bit... I gotta scale it down. That looks a little bit better, sort of. Let's get rid of this crap. And use mustache shadow. That's his hair back there. Oh, the brim of his hat doesn't go out enough. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just messing it up. Let's give him a big sombrero. Okay.
That is what? His sombrero goes out too far. It doesn't.
Yeah.
His
I think that I just don't like.
legs are too short. Why don't you just draw a regular Henrik and then just scale him up with his pixels? Just stretch him out.
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be easier?
Maybe. It's okay. I like doing this. That wouldn't be easier because then I have to draw it like a really high resolution. Because if I start stretching out like pixels like this, then obviously it gets really, yeah, like. Maybe his nose needs to be more prominent. Oh, what happened to the brim of his hat? It's like missing. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit better. I think. I also feel like it's just too big. Yeah, that's a little better. I see how it messed up the edge of my pixels, and that's the thing working in rasterized format. So careful about my pixels. Jacob Rogers. Thanks for the continued entertainment. My friend introduced me to your channel, and since I've been hooked. Jacob, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the comment. Do I make my own references? Sometimes I take like a 3D model of like a body and position it, and then use that as the reference. I did that in the last shot I did because it was a low angle shot, and I don't want to like show it to you because it's gonna be like a spoiler for the next episode, but I've been doing that a little bit more often because now I have Cinema 4D. It makes manipulating the 3D stuff a little bit easier. His shoes would kind of... Okay, so let's just assume this hand is going down straight, so this is just the back of his jacket right here. There. I think that is okay for now, and I'll draw the next frame. Okay, so next, let's see here, next frame. Would have his legs go in a bit, and his hand is also less out. So the back of his leg bends a little bit. And then at this point, pretty much just a black line because both of his feet are sort of aligned. Toki Mellow Mind. Hey, Toki Mellow Mind, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so now look. It's looking okay so far. So the cool thing about this shot is there's going to be like things in the sky, and you're going to see the black shadows of the other things as well. But for now, I'm just working on Henrik. So now this back foot should be out a bit. And then you see a bit of his other arm come out there. At this point, though, I think there might be even a little bit of a Yeah. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like when you're walking, your head goes up and down just a little bit, and it's usually when your legs are like out. So I think I should be moving his shadow a bit too. See? Looks a little better. And then this other leg will be bent, coming forward. This. I think that might. I can always fix this later if it's not right, but I don't know. Okay. I don't know if that's right. That looks wrong. Looks like he's wearing those pants that, you know, those, what I'm talking about, those weird pants. Oh, this doesn't look right at all.
Oh, those like ones that stop at your kneecap.
Yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense for his shadow to go up that much. But anyway, let's see. Maybe if I draw in this frame, it will fix it. At this point, his shadow should also be shrunk down a bit. It's not bad. It needs work. They're saying, Carolina, are you there? Hello?
Hi. Hold on. I'm just drawn in the corner.
Haven't played Psychonauts or Grand Fandango. Shadow could be smaller / thinner since it's further away from the camera than his real head. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because this implies distance. Well, technically the camera is it's kind of like right above him, so the land is flat. But what I might do is export the shadow as a separate layer, and then in After Effects manipulate it so that I can change the perspective of it a little bit if it doesn't look right. Because it's easier to do that in After Effects than it is in Photoshop. the top of his hat and his shoulders, the shadow comes in halfway across, so maybe his shadow just stretches to infinity. Let's see. Gunnar Channel. I'm getting pizza. Hey, thank you for the super chat. I'm getting pizza. Should I get on it? In Montreal, you can get like smoked meat. I like putting that on pizza. It tastes amazing. Smoked meat on pizza. It's really good. In Nova Scotia, they got Donair pizza, and that's amazing too. That's really good. It's got like it's kind of like a spiced Middle Eastern kind of meat. I don't really know what it is. It's like mystery meat, honestly. And they have this sauce called Donair sauce. It's like sweet and garlicky and that sort of thing, and it's very good. So if you ever go to Nova Scotia, try that. Donair pizza. We used to get that. I can't get it here in Quebec though. I mean, we can get poutine and smoked meat stuff and a lot of other things, but you can't get Donair. It's like a Nova Scotian thing. So okay, I feel like something's wrong about his hand. It doesn't look like he has a hand there. It looks kind of more like I need to draw like the cuff of his suit.
Got a mitten.
He's got a mitten. Kind of bends out at a weird angle too. Oh, you know, hold on.
Side view of my hand, big mitten shape.
To make sure I'm drawing on the right layer. Tell Carolina to stream now.
Who's that?
Metalis?
Who is that?
You know who Metalis is?
No, I don't. Who's yelling at me?
Generic username? Yeah, it's I spend like my entire afternoon usually like drawing something, and it's just if I get one shot done in a day, I'm very, very happy with that. But as you can see, it's not always the case. Sometimes I spend like 3 days on just a part of a shot. And sometimes it can be frustrating because if you're on like a self-imposed deadline and you're like, Jesus, I spent like 3 days doing something that I could have just drawn a more simple version of the shot in After Effects or whatever, in Cinema and whatever, and it would have taken me a lot less time. This I've been trying to do that, and I guess, but it's, for some reason, like I keep coming up with these like shot ideas, and they're all kind of like complicated in their own way. Like when I first started the series, the shots were a lot more simple, like simple parallax. I've done that in After Effects. I'm thinking that shadow looks like all right, actually. I don't like how this hand doesn't really come out enough, maybe. And it probably needs Yeah, that looks alright, I think. Can always update it later. Okay. Shadow layer is above Henrik. Well, it might just be from the angle, but let's see. Okay. Let me put this in After Effects now. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. Jesus, where's After Effects? It just like disappeared. Okay. Hey, Rebecca Biggs, I don't know if you're here with us, but thank you for that. Okay, where is After Effects? All right. Dude, what the? This is so frustrating sometimes. It's here, but it's not anymore. Oh, it's over here. God damn. Okay, so I'm gonna import this file. That is 16 seconds long. To loop things in After Effects, you just go like this. Oops. You know what though? I should do something differently because I'm gonna put this in a pre-comp first. The reason why is because I want to animate him lurching forward when he walks. It will make it more realistic, I think, and then I'll loop that. So basically, right here, I think, goes up. Okay, well, that doesn't look right, obviously. Let's just see what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know. I'll fix it later, maybe. I also have to put this posterized time on here so that it doesn't... I'll put it on the pre-comp layer. Let's see now, and I'll loop this one instead. Okay, so now if I actually have him moving, it looks okay, but it's still jankety. I gotta fix that. Just put a ground layer on too, and the ground layer is going to be the orange from the desert. Okay. Save this. All right. Let's see here. Hey, the main cause of warps. Thank you for your comment. I'm just gonna read here. Did you learn traditional art techniques before switching to doing flash style animation? I went to art school and I did like figure painting and that sort of thing. So a little bit yeah, but I don't really, I'm not like really specialized in that sort of thing. But I did have an art training background, I guess, before I started animating. There, just, it has to be a subtle lurch. It doesn't have to be crazy, like just a subtle amount. That looks a little bit better, see? And now, if I go in here, see now it's looking okay. It's just that he's not walking fast enough, and that's because, well, actually, in this shot, the camera's going to zoom out. So I might use the camera tool rather than use the zoom tool. And what I'll do is I'll start it here and transform it in the Z axis. So there, and at this point, oh, and it doesn't work. Okay. Why doesn't it work? Let's see. Camera. Oh, that's because these have to be 3D layers. That's why. So you click on, I think that's this tool. It's a little button. Now, if I transform it, yeah, okay. So start here, and let's say it ends. It's going to end like that, pretty far up. So I just got to scale the ground up. That's all. And now he actually he ends up walking a little bit further. And maybe we'll start him off. Now this is going to be a little bit weird unless I have other things in here to scale down, because it just looks like he's shrinking right now. But that's that's the basics of it, I guess. I'm gonna probably put some like rocks and stuff in the on the ground, so that it looks more. You can see what makes more sense. So if you want to be an animator, like you don't like you, it really does help if you study anatomy and that sort of thing. And I think it will help even if you decide to do like crazy, wacky animations like John Kay, like Ren and Stimpy sort of things. Even if you're not planning to draw in anatomically correct proportions, I think it will help you make better wacky animations because you'll kind of understand how like the muscular system works. But I don't really have that much training when it comes to drawing from anatomy. Carolina actually has a lot more of that sort of experience. I use a lot of reference images, and I'm still learning, so I'm not really like. There's animators out there that have a lot more training than I do when it comes to that sort of thing. But that being said, there's plenty of animators on YouTube that don't have any sort of that training, and they're doing pretty well. I mean, there's some animators out there that don't really animate at all, and they're doing pretty good on YouTube. But so, you know, but if you want to be a good animator, like if Studio Gilby or something like that, right? Like then you should probably try to read as much, try to draw as much as you can from life, like people, anatomically correct people and perspectives and that sort of thing. I was watching Spirited Away the other day, and I forgot how amazing it is. And simple things, even like the witch's face, is the perspective and the angles that they like. It's just insane amount of skills, and I think definitely they are drawing from experience related to anatomically correct people, even though her head is massive, for instance, and her body is very stout and that sort of thing. But I'm not really like a animation. Like I'm really just kind of winging it, honestly. So anyway, so that's my started shot. I'm gonna add some more details in, but I think for today, I'm gonna call it quits because I usually get, especially when I'm live streaming, I just like run out of energy. But I think that looks pretty good. That looks a lot better than the previous above walk cycle I did. That looks a little bit more natural, I guess. Maybe his hat should be moving a bit, but it doesn't really matter. It's such a small, like he's so small in the shot. And really, once I turn the pixel mode on, it kind of jitters on its own, so probably not even necessary or noticeable if I did do that. Alright, Umami, give us a meme before you go, please. What kind of meme? Maybe I'll draw something for you guys before I leave. Like, I'm not gonna post that.
Oh yeah? That's right.
Alright, you guys start posting stuff you want to see drawn, and I'll draw something. lobster? Draw Elon Musk. Rhodey the long-haired chef. A big lobster, dat boy, cactus with sombrero on. The dragon from Felix Crawlgrave's music video. Bobby Hill. Bowling pin with a face. Okay. A lobster sloth, Elon Musk. I got an idea. How about we draw a SpaceX rocket in the shape of a bowling ball with Bobby Hill's face on it? Does that sound good?
Bowling ball.
Yes.
You mean a bowling pin?
A bowling pin. Sorry, bowling pin.
Get the words right.
And we'll put the SpaceX logo on it, and then we'll send it to Elon and say, "Hey, what do you think of what do you think about this design for your next ship?" All right. So let's see here. First of all, I need a let's see, bowling pin. Bowling pin. I should probably like just get a reference images for this because I want to get the perspective of it right. But I think that's kind of what. Like I've drawn bowling pins, but that doesn't look right. That looks like a. Let me just get a bowling pin. Hold on. Man, it's so hard to just like. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I wonder if this would be better in a different. Oops. Canvas. Rotation. All right. Let's see here. Just gonna trace the outline of the bowling ball, or the pin, just to make it. I got something to start with, because it's kind of hard to like draw that freehand. It's all curvature and everything. Of course, this bowling pin's gonna need fins like a rocket, so. You know, if they're launching the rockets out of Texas for his the one that's supposed to go to Mars, Starship or whatever, I think it's only fitting that they use Bobby Hill as the emblem. You know. Okay. Hey, Digilux, recreational video. Are you working on anything new? Yo, Umami, have you listened to Grimes' music? I've listened to some of her music. I'm not really into it that much, though. There's a few. I think there's one song I like, kind of. Forget what it's called, though. I mean, I haven't really listened to much of it either, so I can't really give you a... Alright, so bowling pin is done. Now it needs a fin. Like, I'll put it on a different layer here. Oh, I should probably save this too. Save as Umami animations. I'll put these in the kind of perspective, I guess. It's a meta video that puts all of Digilux as an entertainment company into context. Hey, you guys should check out this channel, Digilux Recreational Video. If you don't follow him, he's made some cool 3D stuff. He's made one of those bowling pin videos, like when you get a strike kind of animations. It did really well. Oh, okay. I have to erase this part right here. And Chihuahua, hey, thank you. How you doing, man? And Chihuahua. Okay, let's see here. Maybe angle it a bit like that. That's kind of cool. I'll start putting this on the same layer now. Okay, there we go. I feel like the angle of that is wrong. Something's off. This one is wrong, I think. This needs to be more like... Yeah, it looks a little bit better, I guess. There, looks okay. Doing good, just working on animation for a client. Okay. I would probably, yeah, I would love to collaborate with some of these people. Just until I get interface out of my on my list of things to do, I might consider that. Just right now, it's just like I really don't have any time to do anything else because if I take one day off, I'm like behind, you know. Okay, Bobby Hill's face. I need a reference for that. Oh yeah, right. I'm looking for the best one here. Let's probably just use the generic. Yes, perfect. All right, there we go. It's looking good. Let's fix his ears a bit. Let's color him in. Let's give him some. Let's give him some nice lighting here on the side. I just had a reference and it's just, what color is his hair? It's like yellow, right? It's like orange. Okay. When you were lighting like that, what is at the forefront of your mind? What do you mean, like the shadows there? On his face? I'm just trying to figure, I mean, like the lighting, I'm assuming is coming from this direction. So his nose would stick out a bit, so that would cause some shadow. Probably actually, this would probably be a little bit more like that. And if you think about his hair, it would probably cause a little bit of a shadow there too. It's not like, it doesn't have to be like super accurate. Like if he had that little dimple some people have there, sometimes there would be a shadow there too. But Bobby doesn't, he's like a kid, so he doesn't really... And this thing is supposed to be black, I think. Yeah, so that's about it for that. Colors for the neck. Do you think he should be skin colored all the way down? That's weird. He's like a naked Bobby all of a sudden. Let's see here. This would cause a shadow. Nope. I don't know if he should be naked like that. Marna? I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much for the super chat. Okay, so I don't know really where to go from here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be putting on this rocket at this point. Why? That's my rocket, I don't know. I don't know why he's a bowling pin rocket, but I guess asking why is probably the wrong question. It's a bobby pin?
It is a bobby pin.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I'm kind of like, let's see. there's Bobby Hill as a bobby pin rocket. Maybe it should just be a bobby pin, but maybe I should give him some arms. Show his limbs crammed inside the glass rocket. Well, all right, guys. I think that's it for me. I'm like having an energy crash, and I think we got Bobby here. It's on the verge of. I don't really understand what he's doing, but there we go, Bobby Pin. I don't really know what to do with this, but there he is. Yeah. I'll post this on the community page, I guess. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to be working on interface for the next month, and next episode is going to be really good. It's going to be over 10 minutes long. It's going to be a long one. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone, again, who super chatted. I do appreciate that so much. You guys are very supportive. Have a good night.
What the hell is that?
It's a bobby pin. All right. See you next time.
You're watching Umami.